Hey, what's going on, everyone? Coach Hamley here with you for another episode of the mental side. Today is episode 68, Tuesday Talk edition. Right now I'm just speaking to myself, so I'll let a few other people hop on here before we really get started. Been a nice little day, sun is out, humidity is down a little bit, and it's just been nice to enjoy this nice weather. Went out with my little boy and nephew to do a little fishing. Sorry, I always forget to put the earbuds in. I think these help you hear me a little bit better. As you can see, again, going mobile with you, heading to, you guessed it, another baseball field. Kind of winding down the summer ball season here. Been nice to be able to coach a summer team, especially after the school season got banged. It's always great. I was actually just talking with a couple other coaches and just how coaching the summer team has been. It's a nice outlet. It's a nice way to keep myself sharp and just be around a bunch of dudes, a bunch of guys just trying to play baseball, trying to get themselves better. So that's energizing for me, and been enjoying it. So let's get started with today's Tuesday Talk. I got about 15 more minutes here until I arrive at the baseball field. Today's talk is going to be on the TNTs, Takes No Talents. And was talking to a fellow coach last week who coaches a collegiate summer team. So I coach a high school prospect summer team, and we played a college summer team, and a lot of talented guys playing at the next level, playing at a level where my guys are trying to get to. And me and the coach were talking after the game, and I was just picking his brain and just talking baseball, and I asked him, what do you look for in guys who play for you? And we talked primarily hitting, because that's where I'm at right now as a coach. I'm a hitting coach. And so we talked on hitting, we talked on what he's looking for from guys who come and play for him, who obviously know baseball. These are college guys who are playing at a high caliber, high level of baseball. And then we continued our conversation a couple days later via text. We were just texting back and forth, sending out some great quotes and stories to each other. And one thing that we came to was the TNTs, or Takes No Talents. So we'll talk about that here. If you could, before I get too far ahead of myself, thanks for being a part of what we're doing. Brought to you by Slugger Sports Academy. I thought I'd introduce myself. For those of you who are new to the show, maybe a friend of yours, a teammate shared the link to you, told you that there's some good stuff going on here. I'm Coach Hamley. Been coaching now just about 10 years. Currently the hitting coach at Calvin University and working with sluggers. Started doing this podcast way back once the whole stay-at-home order got started. Want to just talk to our guys, our community, on ways to stay positive, mindfulness, and then it's kind of turned into more leadership training, positive thinking, and ways to just better ourselves as ball players and as a whole. Kind of the whole holistic approach to what baseball brings us. So if you like what I'm saying, if you like what you're hearing, if you like what I'm posting, share out the links. You can find us on YouTube. The channel is Slugger Sports Academy. Like the channel, subscribe so you always get the latest videos. And I post here on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter on my private Twitter page. So look for me, Coach Hamley or Rob Hamley, and you should be able to pretty easily find me on those social media platforms. So with that Tuesday talk, I know I've talked about them way back, I think when we were calling this the daily meditation, and I want to bring it back because that's what me and this other coach are talking about, and it sparked my thinking back on it. But the TNTs, Takes No Talents, especially during summer ball, I'm around a lot of guys who want to play at the next level. And if you're playing summer ball, you're trying to get to the next spot, or at least become the best version of yourself that you can be. And, the TNTs, there are 10 of them. And if you want to quiz me, I'll see if I can go through them all. But it includes things like being on time, having energy, passion, being coachable. Forgive me if I repeat myself. Having passion. I said being on time. Giving effort. Positive body language. Positive attitude. And those things that, and they correlate and transcend across not just baseball but life. You could be flat broke, just really hurting, and if you can do the TNTs, these things that take absolute no talent. You don't have to be a talented human being to be on time. You don't have to be talented to show energy, to show passion, to be coachable, to listen, to have positive body language. You don't have to be a stud to have those things. And the thing I have found as a coach and then as a player too is there's a lot of talented people in this world, and just God-given natural size, ability, what have you, who waste it because they aren't willing to do the Takes No Talents. They aren't willing to show up earlier than everyone else. They aren't willing to be coachable. They aren't willing to simply do the unattractive things, run after a foul ball before anyone else does, to shake someone's hand and look them in the eye and converse and have a meaningful conversation, or to give someone your undivided attention who you think may not be able to give you anything in return. And those that do those things are the ones who get further on in life. That is something that with talent, you're unstoppable. And after talking with this other coach, this peer of mine, it's funny how even, the talented guys at the college level, he's asking for the same thing. And I'm sure pro coaches are asking for the same thing from their guys. And then big league coaches and managers are asking for the same thing from their guys. So what's that tell us? The Takes No Talents are very important. For the parents or just adults who are listening to this, I'm sure you see it in your world too. In your place of work, especially now, with being at home and really having more autonomy and having to hold yourselves accountable. I'm sure you see it with your coworkers. You know who's not clocking in. You know who's just sitting there moving the mouse, not really doing much, not holding their end of the bargain, not towing the line, not being reliable, and it's frustrating. And so when we know that frustrates us, that should motivate us more to exercise these TNTs. If you're a ball player, implement them into your day-to-day routine so that when your time comes, when your coach is talking to a college coach or somebody who's recommending you for a job, they can speak very highly and positively that not only are you going to bring a lot to the table, you're also going to do the little things. You're going to be on time. You're going to be positive. You're going to be accountable. I had a coach back in high school, football coach, who used to always tell us, if you're on time, you're late. If you're 15 minutes early, you're on time. Or if you're on time, you're rude. And that's just one of those little things you can do. Always just show up 15 minutes early to wherever you're going. If you are gonna be late, it happened to me the other day. I always throw myself in there. I'm not perfect, and was going to take my little boy to get a haircut. I had a 1 o'clock appointment for him, and I completely was zoned out. I went the wrong way. that I was supposed to go, and so I called ahead knowing full well I was going to be late, and this was probably 10 minutes before my appointment. Called 10 minutes ahead of time, just I'm so sorry, so apologetic. I thought I was heading in the right direction, and I went the wrong way, so I'm going to be 5 to 8 minutes late past my appointment. And do I need to do that? Is it necessary to do that? Maybe not, because I think it just happens. However, I wouldn't want anyone to associate me with being late, or somebody who if I say I'm going to be there and I'm not there. I just don't want that associated with my name, the name that my dad gave me and his dad before him. So the Takes No Talents are those things that people associate you with. We've heard it a lot. Yeah, he or she is really talented, but, and then that but is like, okay, here we go. And as a coach, especially a coach at the next level, I hear it a lot too, where yeah, he's a good ball player, he can hit the ball well, but he's not the greatest teammate. He doesn't want to be coached. He thinks he knows it all, and that's a deal breaker. College coaches at the next level only have 4 years, maybe 5, to work with you, and it's really, really hard to coach character. So if you can come in with a high caliber character, with those TNTs blended together with even just average talent, you're going to go far, because people are going to want to work with you. People are going to want to help you. People are going to want to just be around that. So those Takes No Talents are very important and are something that we should really try to exercise every day. And it's not something I'm just saying with you, to you. This is stuff I think about daily. Am I showing passion and joy and energy? Am I giving positive body language around my kids, my wife? Am I just presenting my best self every day? Every time I work with another person, am I using that as an opportunity to exercise kindness and look for ways to help them, look for ways to let them talk and me listen? And I don't think it's really anything that can, it's not a means to an end, it's just something that can only be practiced. So that's your Tuesday talk. TNTs, Takes No Talents. Go back on my Facebook page. I posted it a few days ago. I posted the TNTs, and I posted right next to the 10 things that all ball players should exercise to be great. So I appreciate you being here with me. You can find me on all the social media platforms. Sluggers posts all the videos as well. And if you thought this was meaningful, if you liked what we're doing here, spread the word, spread the message. Like the channel, subscribe to the channel on YouTube, like the videos, and just let's keep it growing. Thanks for being here with me. I'll catch you once again tomorrow, and always keep slugging.